Yeah, this was a good one. This was a good one because Vince didn't even, or not Vince, WWE did not leak this at all. And there were so many people that thought Lesnar, uh, because he was so close to Vince, court case, that he would stay away from Lesnar, but I've been calling Lesnar's return for a long time, man. Behind the scenes, on the show, even, I think you go back, I'm like, Lesnar's coming, right? And it was mostly of a joke, but I just had the feeling that
I seriously thought he was going to return at like 4 points this year.
Yeah, me and you both were calling it. Me and you were both it's for a long time.
What's crazy is we called it for a long time, and then neither of us called it for that event, though. It's almost like we're like, least expected.
Exactly. You're not lying. I did not call it for SummerSlam, which is just because I gave up on it.
I gave up on it.
Yeah, I was just like, there's no way Lesnar's coming. But then, of course, they showed the last SummerSlam that, Cena was sitting there at the end and looking at the crowd and boom, and hit his music. So this being Cena's last run, I feel like they got to give him his greatest hits. They got to give him his greatest hits.
So, let's just get the cat back. Okay, a lot of people are like, oh, why would they bring Lesnar back? Let's just fucking say it how it is. And okay, what did Brock Lesnar actually do? The lawsuit against Brock Lesnar involves allegations made by Mel Grant, former WWE employee, who claims that Vince McMahon coerced her into creating personalized sexual content for Lesnar, and alleges that McMahon demanded her engage in sexual acts with her. Okay, number one, McMahon had this girl create the content for Lesnar. Not at Lesnar's request. What role did he play there? Except getting sent some pornographic material from Vince. Let me tell you something. You know how many people I know that send fucked up videos or pornographic videos? Men to men? Women to women even. Women send it to each other all the time, right? You know how many times we see that and we just like, okay, no big deal, right? But we're also not thinking, wow, this girl's being shit on. This girl's being raped by Vince's friends. You know what I'm saying? Brock Lesnar's like, all right, Vince, whatever you say, fuck. Like,
I'm going to tell you,
move on.
I'm going to tell you, man, when your $1 billion boss texts you, who's writing your checks, and he's like, hey, Brock, I'm going to take a shit on her chest, send her over to you, she's a fucking horse, she's talking about your cock, and he's, whatever, Vince, shit on her chest. You know what I mean? Like, whatever makes you happy, brother. You know what I mean? Just keep signing my checks, buddy.
Keep it moving. It's my business. And as far as everybody knew there, it was consensual. Was it coerced, like staying? No. Was it inappropriate because he worked for her and it's a hour thing? Yeah. Was she consensual, though? Yeah.
Yeah. She only sued him after they stopped paying her money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so, I mean.
Does that make what he did right? No. Does it mean that she's
is it my preference? Hold on, is it my preference to shit on someone's chest? You know what I mean? Last time I checked, you got to get someone permission to shit on you, man. First of all, easy to get out of the way.
The whole bodily fluids aspect, that's for the birds. And I'm a real freak, all right? But that shit is disgusting.
No, that's what I'm trying to say though. Is they can accept homosexuality and foot fetishes and all these, transgender. They do all this shit. But you know what I mean? Hey, Germanizing. I learned that at South Park.
It exists.
People shit on each other. Whatever gets your freak on.
Let's call it like
that. Judge.
She became a prostitute. Is prostitution illegal and morally wrong? Or?
Yes. Yeah, most parts except for Nevada.
Well, what did Lesnar do? Because here's the next part. Grant alleges that man demanded her to engage in sexual acts with her. That's saying, just trying to say that she's engaging with McMahon. And that he attempted to use her as a sexual pawn to entice Lesnar to sign a contract. But here's the key. Attempted. Additionally, she claims that McMahon flew her to Connecticut for a planned sexual encounter that never took place. Because McMahon wanted this to take place. Lesnar did not.
Right.
That's why he's back. He did nothing wrong.
That's why he's back. He did nothing back. He did nothing wrong. And people sex traffic all the time. I mean, if I met a girl in Atlanta and wanted to, we were texting for months and months and months, and she didn't have the money to come see me, and I didn't have the time to go see her. Well, guess what? I'm going to pay for her plane ticket, let her come. I'm going to pick her up at O'Hare, which is, 15 minutes away from me, and we're probably gonna have sex if everything goes right. You know what I mean? If everything goes well, I'll get to bang this broad. But so again, that's sex trafficking. And also there's another level to that. If I'm doing business, if I'm a businessman, and you're trying to close a deal out, and you come across a businesswoman, right? I call her prostitute because these women are entrepreneurs. These women are business, and their business is their body. They're performers, right? You come across another woman that does business, and you pay that woman, go over there and close the deal. Close the deal. You know what I mean? And that's called sex trafficking. And like you said, is it wrong? And is it morally thing? Yes, it is. I'm a conservative guy.
These women are willingly engaging in this.
America's all about money.
In this,
and they found a way to make money. That's it.
You ask a lot of prostitutes, you try and get them out the life, and they don't. They don't want to.
This is why I'm never mad at OnlyFans girls. Not mad at prostitutes. I'm mad. Hey, listen, man. It's hard out here. Do I want my daughter to do it? No. Do I want my sister to do it? No. Would I want my mother to have done it? Fuck no. You know what I mean? But who am I to sit here and say, go against the feminist movement and say, hey, you can't be a fucking prostitute. You can't sell your pussy. You can't, send
and for some reason,
make some money and pay your bills. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And for some reason, people seem to think that just because he was a billionaire and it's an abuse of power now, and it's like, yeah, well, guess what? Those are the only people who can afford prostitutes, first of all. Like real,
yeah, sure.
The real. I mean,
ones.
Yeah, like unless you're trying to catch up with hepatitis, and people will be on ass and be like, "Oh, fucking, she wasn't a prostitute. She was just a clerk or assistant or whatever she was." It's like, yeah, well, she became a prostitute.
Yeah, well, it's like
people change lines of work all the time. She was offered so and so money, and she took it.
and listen, like I said, I don't want to sound insensitive here because I know I am. But it's like, grow up.
Right.
These are the realities of the world that we live in.
And let me tell you right now, if I was offered $100,000 a year to have sex with a woman that had $1 billion on her bank account, shit on me all day, bitch. I'll go out in the shower. What was she getting paid? $100,000 a year or $100,000 a month? What was it?
She was getting paid, man. I'll tell you that.
She was getting paid, bro.
Hey, she was getting paid enough not to say anything.
Yeah.
She was getting paid enough not to say anything. And the only time she said something is when the money stopped coming.
Yeah, so you're not a victim.
This is the only reason why I'm so insensitive. I sound so insensitive. There's other cases in the world where there's real victims. Is all I'm saying. Real victims. And Brock Lesnar almost became a real victim over this bitch who is literally money hungry. So it's clear as day, right? And she's actually trying to grandstand on victims that are, you know what I mean? She's trying. This lie is built on real victims getting really, sex trafficked and really, using this language, And Brock is actually the real victim because he's almost blackballed from the industry because of it. So Lesnar's the real victim here, and this is why he's back.
And the thing is, not only is she not saying anything the whole time she was getting paid, and mind you, she's getting paid after she stopped having encounters with Vince, right, for years. She's not saying anything then. And then when she does say something, she doesn't just come forward. She brings it up in a lawsuit for more money. You got real victims being really trafficked at 14, 15 years old who are slaves, who don't make any money, who didn't choose to be there. You know what I'm saying? Those are real victims.
Yeah.
And this bitch,
those are real victims, yeah.
And this bitch is sitting here. She was a grown woman at the time, totally free to come and go, offered money, chose to take it because money talks, bullshit walks. And then she wants to sit here and play victim and ruin Lesnar's life just to bring more buzz to the case. Because without the Lesnar's involvement, all we have is a consensual arrangement.
Yeah.
The sex trafficking comes with the claim that he's had her with other men.
Right.
But nobody gives a fuck about her interactions with John Laurinaitis or Brock Lesnar.
Right.
So he's back. And you know what? He's gonna fucking have that match with Cena. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
And
he's gonna bounce around all over the fucking ring one last time before he's gotta retire. What a man! If I'm my retirement tour and my body's beat to shit, I do not want to wrestle Brock Lesnar. You know, even in a fake wrestling match, it's nothing fake about it, as we know. He's gonna suplex me 300 times.
I mean, those are big slams, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
He's getting like, you're getting suplex city.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna fall down 400 times a match. Fuck it. You know. Yeah. Carry cross style.
So, Cena's final opponent then